Welcome into Drew's Daily Diamonds for Saturday, April 12th, 2025. I am Drew Martin breaking down the Major League Baseball slate. Got 4 games coming your way, both day and night action. Let me know in the comments below where you agree, where you disagree. All is welcome. It helps grow the show. Smash that like button if you're liking the content. As we are starting off here, top of the National League card, game 2 of the series. Heading to St. Louis for the Cardinals, hosting the Phillies. It's Chris Sanchez, the lefty on the hill for the Phils. Miles Mikolas going for the Redbirds. Total of 8, -140. That is the Phillies as the road favorite. This is 2:15 Eastern start in St. Louis. Looks to be sunny, nice weather. Looking to back the Phillies in this one, guys. Laying the 40 cents with the 28-year-old Dominican-born pitcher Sanchez on the hill. He had a 4 ERA for the season, 16-3 strikeout to walk ratio. The velocity does look to tick up from last year, throwing about 96 miles per hour. And it's pretty much the opposite for Miles Mikolas, the St. Louis starter here. I mean, yeah, he rocks a great mustache, but the 36-year-old out of Nova Southeastern in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, got absolutely hammered last time out. 11 hits, 9 runs, only 1 strikeout in 2 innings versus the Red Sox. Can't bet on him now. Up against this Phillies lineup, we're listing Christopher Sanchez going with the Phillies, -140, top of the card. As we go to the 4 o'clock Eastern hour for the next one, heading to South Florida for the Washington Nationals and the Miami Marlins. It's Trevor Williams on the hill for the Nationals. Sandy Alcantara going for the Fish. Fish -140 home favorites, 7.5 being the total. Now, as a lifelong Marlins fan, when Alcantara's on the hill, look to bet them. But guys, laying 40 cents with this Marlins team. Yeah, they are 6-6 out the gate, playing decent baseball. I mean, it took them 30 games to get to 6 wins last year. They're there in 12 this year. But I don't know, just laying price points with this team. I don't think you're going to make money over the long term. Yes, Sandy Alcantara, one of the better pitchers in Major League Baseball. 10 innings, just 5 hits, 11 strikes already. The former Cy Young Award winner. However, it is an interesting scheduling spot, kind of a tricky handicap with him. He was supposed to go last Sunday against the Mets. He was put on the paternity leave list. He just had a child, and so sometimes that throws it off in terms of the timing. Now, he could go out there and absolutely dominate, but at the same time, trust him to do so, laying a number here. Up against Trevor Williams, 15 hits in 10 innings. Can't really trust him either. Over a 5 ERA for the 32-year-old out of Arizona State. He was great last year, but so far this year, he's not finding it. And he's not a guy that throws real hard. I mean, he's in like the upper 80s type pitcher here. I look at both bullpens, both bottom 10. And if you go by bullpen whip, this Washington Nationals team is the worst bullpen in all of baseball. Am I saying they're the worst? No, but I think they're one of the worst out the gates anyway. And the Marlins bullpen hasn't been great either, going bottom 10 by bullpen whip. I actually think we get some late inning runs here. And I don't know if either starter, Alcantara, either way you look at it, would be on a pitch count anyway, coming off the injury. 7.5, I think we get to 8+ runs here. I wouldn't be surprised if it goes in the double digits. Also, by the way, this doesn't happen a lot in Marlins games. Lone Depot Park, or whatever they're calling it now, they normally don't open the roof very often. Unfortunately, I wish they would. I think it's better for the atmosphere going to games. They might get more people in the seats there, but they really keep it closed almost all the time. It does look like 75 degrees and sunny, low humidity in South Florida. If they're ever going to open it, likely to be on Saturday. And it does say open for Friday night as well. I'll watch that, but I'm recording actually before the Friday night games are going. If that roof's open, that would help the ball carry as well. I think we get to 8+ runs is what I'm getting at, guys. Nationals, Marlins over 7.5 in this one. Same time, 4:10 Eastern. It is the Atlanta Braves and the Tampa Bay Rays, game 2 of the series. We are heading to the Tampa area, of course, playing in the minor league facility here, the Yankees spring training field. And it's Drew Rasmussen going for the Rays. We get Smith Scheuer going for the Braves. 8.5 being the total, -134 to as high as -145. That is the Rays as the home favorite. Now, coming into the weekend, all of the Rays wins are at home. They have Rasmussen on the hill. He's been great this year. The 29-year-old out of Oregon State, sub-1 ERA, 10 innings pitched, 8-1 strikeout to walk ratio. I'm looking to bet on him. I'm looking to bet on the Rays at home. And the Braves off to a tough start, 3-9 coming into the weekend. And they got Smith on the hill here, 13 hits in 8 innings, 5 earned runs, 6 walks as well. And he's a guy that had like a 5 ERA at AAA Gwinnett last season. I have question marks if he's ready for the show. I mean, he's only 22 years old, drafted out of high school. I think the Rays get to him here, guys. You go down the line, short sample size this season. It's the better lineup overall, better versus righties, and the better bullpen. I'm going to lay the 34 cents, the low water mark here at FanDuel. It's the Rays over the Braves in our third game. We got one game left. It will be the best bet for the show. A reminder, if you could comment below, all is welcome. Love the questions, even from yesterday's show. Some of you guys chiming in. Appreciate that. We'll do another question and answer next week's show. But all comments are welcome. Any analysis, what your picks are. Again, it helps the algorithm on YouTube growing the show. Smash that like button if you're liking the content. Premium picks available, WagerTalk.com. Experts page, Drew Martin. Got the MLB for Saturday up and UFC as well. And actually a bonus for you for watching the show. In terms of the UFC, we actually talked about it yesterday. I'm going to fade Paddy Pimblett in the UFC, jump on Michael Chandler plus the 130. It was funny to see some of you guys in the comments yesterday saying, hey, I'm probably on the wrong side. He gets knocked out. I don't think so, though, guys. I think Pimblett taking a step up in class. So the co-main event, if you're into betting UFC, little bonus for you, Michael Chandler plus the 130. All right, we got last game here. It is the nightcap for Saturday night in MLB, 9:40 Eastern, 6:40 local time. It is the top of the AL West division versus the bottom of the AL West division, 1 versus 5 here. Texas Rangers, Seattle Mariners. Brian Wu on the hill for the M's. He was great last year. He's up against Kumar Rocker going for the Rangers. Total of 7, -135. That's the M's is the home favorite. Texas playing good baseball, top of the division, kind of a tight division right now. They are 6-1 at home, however. Little home road dichotomy, just 500 on the road coming into the weekend. And they got Rocker on the hill, high prospect guy, throws hard, 1 good start and 1 bad start for the 25-year-old out of Vanderbilt University. The Cincinnati Reds actually got to him for 6 earned runs in 3 innings. Fastball, slider, changeup guy. I think the M's will be able to do enough, but really it's about Brian Wu here. I like to bet on this guy, 25-year-old out of Cal Poly. We made money if you watched the show last year with Brian Wu, and looking to bet on him again this year out the gate. Velocity is up, 95 miles per hour, 6 innings in each of his first 2 starts. That's 12 innings overall, 8 hits, 11-3 strikeout to walk ratio. And talk about home road dichotomy. It's negative for the Texas Rangers overall. But for Brian Wu in particular, he's been dominant at home. First off, his good start was at home this year. And his average against last year at Safeco, where he's pitching their home field, 1.86 batting average, 186, under 200 for last season. So I think he's going to have a good start tonight against the Texas Rangers. We're going to list Wu as the starter, -135. That's the Mariners' best bet for the show over the Texas Rangers. In recap, we got the Rays -134 over the Braves. We got the Washington Nationals and Miami Marlins over 7.5. And at the top of the card, we got the Philadelphia Phillies -140 against the St. Louis Cardinals. Guys, that does it for Saturday's show. Smash that like button, comment below, cash those tickets. Thanks for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday.